very generous. Let's be a bit even more generous for Mark Crawley.
Hello there, my name is Mark. Unless my 2.5-year-old niece is watching, then it's Uncle Mark. And of course, if my wife's watching, it's you thong-wearing fat bastard. How are we all? Are we all right? Yeah. Good. Looking rather smartly dressed tonight, sir.
Thank you.
Are you on for a shag tonight, are we?
Not with you.
Take it from me, dressed like that, you ain't going to get one. Yeah, well, I've started off, I'm living with my 2.5-year-old niece at the moment. It's not her house, obviously, but that would make a very interesting meeting with a bank manager. I can just see it now. So you're looking to borrow 175,000. I need a poo. When I first moved in with my niece, she was watching a lot of Noddy. That's all she watched. She had one video with 6 episodes on, and she used to watch 2 a night. So you do the maths. I'm surprised it's not been sectioned under the mental health factors yet. Basically, I started watching Noddy and I was thinking, well, hang on a minute. Who in their right mind would let a child watch something that a little boy drives a car without a seatbelt, never goes to school, and his best friend is an old fella? So I started thinking, well, hang on a minute, maybe there's an issue here. Maybe we could start looking at an adult version of Noddy. So I started thinking, well, what I'm after is a fuck-hungry Noddy. I want a Noddy that fucks everything inside. I want Noddy to own Toy Town. I want Noddy to have PC Plod in his pocket. I want Noddy to have the 2 horrible goblins as his henchmen going around demanding protection money from all the residents of Toyland. Why not? Then I started to think, well, hang on a minute. What you could have is, obviously, children when they're small, they watch the normal version of Noddy, then they go through their ASBO years. Then they go on to the adult version of Noddy, and it's more of an education thing. Something to think about, anyway. I'm unlucky. I'd tell you the truth, I'm unlucky. I was in the pub the other day, and I bumped into a mate of mine, and he says, Mark, I'm going on my holidays next week. He says, do you want any fags getting? So I said, oh yeah, great. So he gets 200 embassy. He said, yeah, no worries. A couple of weeks later, I'm in the pub. And then he comes, he says, Mark, I've got them fags for you, them embassy for you. He said, oh brilliant, how much do I owe you? He says, £48.50. £48.50? He says, so where'd you go? He says, Blackpool. Also, I'm also lucky, I was driving home from work the other day, and I'm coming down the dark, it's pitch black, coming down this back road, doing 55, 60. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, bang, I hit this cat. So I pull over to the side, and as I get out, I see these 2 old deers on the other side of the road, looking horrified. So I get out of the car, I go back to this cat, this manky-looking cat on the side of the road. I think, well, I've got to do the decent thing, I've got to put it out of its misery. So I get a spade from out the back of my car, crack it on the back of the head, lay it to rest in the ditch. Think, fair enough, I've done my duty, I'll get back in the car and drive home. So I'm having my tea, and all of a sudden there's a knock on the door, there's a copper standing at the door. So he says, is that your car on the driveway, sir? I said, yes. He says, would you mind stepping out to the car? So I said, yeah, no problem. He says, I've had this report this evening that there's been cruelty to an animal, that you've killed a cat. So I said, I'll tell you what's happened. He said, I'm driving home, down this back road, doing about 30. You've got to say that, haven't you? And all of a sudden, this cat's come out from nowhere. I said, I've hit the cat. I said, it's looking a bit manky. I said, I've got to do the decent thing, put it out of its misery. So that's what I did. So the copper says, well, would you mind stepping to the front of the vehicle, sir? And as I stepped round to the front, there was the cat that I'd hit hanging out the front of the car. That's a true story. And lastly, I'd like to thank you all for listening today to a thong-wearing fat bastard like yourself. And I hope you enjoyed the evening. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Mark. Mark Crawley.